What's going on, everybody? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of 2000 Trees 2024.
Hello, I'm Mollie.
I'm Sean.
And we are in the band Knife Bride.
Oh, love it. That was beer. That was definitely, you definitely practiced that. Yeah,
so far.
The best intro we've ever had on the show, I think, ever, actually. So, to be quite honest, don't tell them it's not. I'm joking. How's your personal Thursday been?
Yes. How's Thursday been?
Yeah, how's Thursday been?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. We just played. We just did the cave.
Nice.
So that was really good fun. And yeah, it was. We didn't know what to expect in terms of turnout because we clashed with Static Dress. So we were pretty prepared and happy to have whatever size crowd. Basically, we're just happy to be playing it. But it was a really, really great turnout.
It was packed out. We're very lucky.
Yeah, good vibes. And there was a kid at the front. Wow. How old do you reckon he was?
I'm not good with this sort of thing, but maybe 7 or 8.
Somewhere between 7 and 10. And he was singing along to all the songs. He was so cute. He had our merch on.
That's amazing.
It was adorable.
I also love the fact that you're like, how old do you think he was? No, it's definitely not. It's definitely wrong. So.
I said one, she said no.
No. Let's branch out a little bit. You know, it's just be. Yeah, that's amazing though. That's incredible. It must be an amazing feeling to have people sing your lyrics back to you and that sort of thing.
It always is.
Yeah, massively. I always try and pick people out in the crowd when I notice because that's just like. That's the best thing you could.
And I think that means a lot to people when you do that as well. When you give them eye contact and you're singing at them as well, they're like, "Oh my god, he looked at me! Oh my shit!"
You're right, but there are certain lyrics that I'm like, are really nasty. So if I point at someone and sing it, I'm like, "So you can die alone." And I'm like,
right there, yeah.
I didn't mean that. Personally. That's something that I think about. That's how anxious I am as a fucking person.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So, say for a Knife Bride show compared to a festival show, then do you change the set list up accordingly? So if people aren't so familiar with yourselves, that sort of thing, it's like, let's just drop all the bangers in and we'll take a few couple out.
Yeah, well, actually, we have said that we need to put like Grenade back in because that is a banger, and like, to be honest, our set doesn't. Sorry. Come on, you say something.
Yeah, I agree.
No! We're actually together, can you tell?
I can now.
Yeah, there's certain songs where we released first, and as time goes on, not to say you get bored of it, but new material comes in, and we're a sucker for always wanting to play new material, which is a bit detrimental, obviously, with the way of like the climate of the industry and releasing. So maybe festival slots adding back older songs that we haven't played for a bit is always a good thing.
But we wouldn't put like Tits and Teeth back in. There are certain songs that you obviously just completely grow out of. But Grenade,
Song name though.
Grenade, I feel like we could rework. Like there are certain songs that we would rework. But to be honest, the songs that people know, they knew before they were released because, like Sean just said, we were playing them before we released them because we're just too greedy and we're like, oh, this is fun, this is something new. Whereas, am I allowed to say? I don't know. In the future, we will be doing it the right way round. Yeah.
That works.
That makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. So as a podcast, we are ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Yep.
Are you familiar with Sophie and her story?
Yes, I am. I know that, God, I don't know how, was it, 15 years ago? I feel.
2007, yeah.
What's that now?
I'm not good at maths.
About 17 years ago, yeah. I know that she was like terribly, terribly harassed and in the end was murdered for being alternative. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. That's it. Yeah, walking through a park on the way home from a night out with a boyfriend and were beaten by a group of kids simply because she was a goth.
Yeah.
No other rhyme or reason, she was a goth. That's it. So we're talking to people today to basically ask, like, have you ever, because we're all part of this alternative community, have you ever been treated differently, had the stereotypes put upon you because of the music you listen to, the way you dress, whatever it may be?
Yeah, I think, I'm so glad that you've highlighted that as well. I think it's a really important thing to highlight, and I'm so, like, there's been such an incredible amount of change and support for Sophie's charity going forward, hasn't there? So, but definitely. I think I've actually been really lucky to be part of a large community of I found my people, I guess it is the way to put it. But I've definitely seen it, like at school. I saw it happen and was like, I've always been gobby, so I was able to intervene. Like that's where I stood in the whatever you'd call it. What would you call it at school? The social hierarchy. I was able to like actually hopefully be something good in that situation. Yeah, it fucking sucks, and it still happens now. But I'd like to think that more people are finding their people, and that people are also a little bit more understanding and empathetic, and that I don't know. Hopefully there's less of that going on now. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I went through the classic thing of as a guy growing up in school, turning into a metalhead, and then there's only a select few metalheads in school at that certain age, and you find your people, and then it's like, I want to grow my hair out, and everyone goes, cool, man. And it took me years to go, no, screw this, I'm doing it. It was a lot with my parents as well, and then as soon as that bridge was gapped, they were like, you're turning into yourself. It's like an identity thing.
It was a stigma, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. For guys, that seems to be the thing, like growing your hair out or like the long head.
I went through it. Yep.
I got it from my mum as well. Like that. To be honest, that was like looking back, the hardest thing that I faced was my mum being like she didn't mean to do anything bad. Like she actually just wanted the best for me, and it was the whole kind of like, I just want you to be as normal as possible, because then you will be happier in life. But actually that's the wrong, sorry mum, that's the wrong message. It should be like, be you, be authentic. But it was more like, Mollie, why do you keep looking like you've dressed out of a charity shop? Because I have, mum.
It's a phase, you'll grow out of it.
Yeah, and I never did. I did, and I was quite miserable, and then I re-entered, and I'm very pleased.
Good. Welcome to open arms.
So you sort of touched on it then, answering that, but we are asking as well, like, since what happened to Sophie and yourselves when you had that when you were younger, do you think the world's got a bit better with more accepting with people from the alternative community, or is it still a problem out there, do you reckon?
I think it has, but I could also be ignorant. That's the issue. Like, I obviously, we're a bit older now. I don't know what the landscape of school looks like anymore. Like, and I think that kids are the most cruel, realistically. That's where we face the most of that sort of trauma. But I do think so. I think that luckily like metal and rock and stuff, like, it's back in the charts again, so it's like, not that it ever completely left, but like I feel like we're in a time where people are finding it more accessible, therefore the fashion is more accessible, therefore it's less of a thing, less of a stigmatized thing. I don't know if everyone would think that's a good thing or not. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah. No,
but yeah, I'd like to think so. I feel like, you know, the music is post genre, a lot of it now, and I feel like we're like that within like fashion as well. I feel like everything is more just like fluid and
I mean, we live in Brighton, so it is the hub of that. Do whatever you want, be who you want to be creative, and you know, it seems to be that it is very acceptance based there, and be kind to each other. Like I say, do what you want to do, and hopefully that is reciprocated everywhere else. We can only hope, I guess.
Absolutely. That is something we've heard. Like, a lot of people that live in towns have gone, yeah, it's a lot better than it used to be, and then you got people that live in small villages have gone, nope, it's still bad.
Well, that is so true. Our perspective will probably be different from someone that lives somewhere much smaller. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I feel like Brighton is a special case as well. You would never ever be like, what? That's crazy. That looks wild.
Like,
that just
Thursday.
Really happen. Yeah.
The cities with a B, Bristol, now Brighton.
Like, yeah. 100%.
I'm from Birmingham, but I can't say that.
We never talk about Birmingham, Jenny. No. We never discuss Birmingham.
Anyway, bringing it back to yourselves, you guys have been nominated for Best Breakthrough Artist and Best Live Breakthrough Artist. Yeah. How fucking cool is that?
Completely surreal. Completely fucking surreal. When we got that through, I think, was it Sean, our drummer, that got the email first?
Yeah. Why were we all off work? I don't know. That was because we were in bed and they were at home, and we saw it come through, and we all went to the cafe to celebrate.
Oh yeah.
We never have time off all at the same time. It's really weird.
Anyway, yeah, it is completely unreal to be pretty independent as it gets.
Yeah, we're completely independent.
Yeah, like apart from individual people helping us do what we need to do and get where we go.
Our management is amazing. Kirsty from 30th Century, she's unreal. But not having a label.
Yeah, not having a label, funding or anything like that. We're trying our best, and things like that make it, so worthwhile. And like playing shows like this where fans are coming to see us and, like you said, singing our lyrics back. It's everything that we ever wanted out of this.
But you never, we never ever expected to get 1, let alone 2 nominations for the HMAs this year. You went, no, we fucking haven't. When I read it out, you went, no, we haven't. I was like, hun, we've got 2. Like, that's wild.
We're in there with bands that, we've toured with and supported, and bands we love and look up to, and to be thrown in that hat of amazing names is, surreal is the only word I always use, because I didn't think this was going to happen for a long time, and it seems like the trajectory is in our favour and it's going really well. We work really hard to do it, but it still doesn't mean that when we get that through, it's not the craziest thing on the planet to us.
Yeah, it does feel wild.
Amazing.
It's nice.
Before we let you go, though, you have just released your new single, Melancholia, last month. How's that been received?
Yeah, it's been received really well. It's lovely to have her out there. It's had loads of wicked support, and like we said, we've been actually gigging it for a while. So it's nice that it's had new life breathed into it as well. I think people are obviously enjoying it, which is lovely. She's a lovely addition to what we've got out already.
It bridges a couple of gaps in our music of like some softer sides and hookier poppy sides, and then at the end the disgusting horribleness that me and the boys throw into it. It's a nice amalgamation of everything that we are about.
And it's the last one with Lauren's vocal on, which is nice. Yeah, Lauren, we love her. She's still very much alive. Bloody hell. She's just not in the band anymore. She's my cousin, but she's actually gone on to DJ, which is cool. Yeah, she was ready for something new, and as much as I sobbed when she said she was leaving, I also knew it was the right thing. But to have that as the last piece of her that she's alive, that we're putting out into the world, that felt special. It feels really good.
Amazing. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time out to speak to all of us. Absolutely love talking to you guys.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely well.
Thank you. It's been lovely.
Cheers.
For the rest of your weekend.
Thank you.